with my job, I had hit a spot where I was just fed up and mad and pissed off. I didn't know what to do, dog.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to do. I hit kind of like the bottom.
Yeah, the bottom.
It was probably a little chance that I wasn't gonna leave, like actually just like leave the world, dog.
Oh, wow.
My dad had already done it at one point. I had a brother-in-law that did it too. So that was always on my head, like just no reason to live, you know?
Yeah.
And
Man.
and it's sad that I couldn't see the bigger picture.
Yeah,
You know, I couldn't see
definitely.
the bigger picture. And the bigger picture I was able to see it through my little steps of plants.
Yeah.
Come in.
Hamilton por Johan. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Living with Purpose with Jesus Aleman. Let them know where we're at.
Hey, so today we're here at my plant gallery, where we call it the Riverside Art Museum.
Show us your section. Show us what you're about. So you got all these. You take care of all these on a weekly.
I do.
That's awesome, man. So are these alive right here?
Yes, they are.
What is this?
Well, that's like a preserved moss,
Uh-huh.
and then these are all desert-tolerant plants, succulents. And I learned how to make them vertical and picking out the right succulents that will be able to grow that way and not stretch out too much.
wow.
This frame right here, you don't have to water it probably for like 3 to 4 months.
Oh wow, that's great. I was like, man, how do you get a stick like that?
Yeah,
Mine probably would have fell over already.
There's actually a box, a living box of soil back there with a grid. As I started learning more about plants, I started figuring out different ways to fill my house with them. This one is your neon, or it's a lemon lime philodendron, but it grows in this color.
Oh, I thought they were dying.
No, it's a little neon yellowish. It actually has two colors, like a darker green and a really little yellowish. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I seen this one. That's
Yeah.
why I was like, I was about to stress.
This one's your Brazil. It comes with like a little one stripe.
So how'd you get into learning? Because I know you're from construction.
All the hours that I was doing on the road became me learning.
Learning.
Yeah. You know, before it was just music and you know, not caring. Just wanting to get home all mad. All of a sudden, I took advantage of all those 3 hours right home and just researching stuff, man. Learning about every plant. What you know, like what it takes to make this plant, you know, huge. Like that was the whole thing for myself.
That's cool.
My house is just full of plants.
So how long have you been right here in the Riverside Art Museum?
You know what, we're going on a year. We're supposed to only be probably for 3 months. Every art exhibit is only 3 months. And ours just keeps getting extended.
Oh, wow.
I feel that we bring a vibe to this atrium.
Yeah, it is a beautiful spot right here. What about this lighting? Is that good lighting for the plants? Or
It's awesome lighting.
Yeah?
These plants, they started all little, very little, and they're just stretching out and getting bigger and bigger. I have the chance to come weekly and just maintain them and take care of them. My life went from doing, you know, concrete out in the sun, man, to being able to be here in the air conditioning during the summer.
right.
Like,
how long did you do concrete?
Maybe around 18, 19. I tried some college, but I ended up having my daughter and straight to the union. I went to started a concrete apprentice and just went from there. You know, you make
definitely.
good money and everything. But what I learned was that the time away from your family sometimes is not enough money.
Yeah.
You know,
you can't get time back.
Yeah, I missed out on a lot of things that my daughter was doing, man, that just because I was always working. But my whole world was great. Concrete for 25 years. People pour like 2 or 3 trucks. They do sidewalks. We were pouring skyscrapers. So our thing was like 300 trucks a day. Like, and then you would have to you pour them out. And then you have to finish. It was just a long day, it was just hard, you know?
Yeah.
And I was always a big help for everybody, but I was always serious, always mad, and I didn't know nothing about life. I was stuck in a little routine that just kept going and going, and I would come home and be mean to my wife and be mean to my daughter. And like again, it's for 25 years, it's the same thing.
And that's the thing is with routine too, you're just comfortable. The fear of the unknown is what kind of like stops a lot of people from going out because the unknown.
That's the biggest
like,
one, man.
Can I do it? Can I not? You just don't know, so it's just like you don't try, and it's like.
The whole thing I didn't try. I would go to my job and I would bow float from 4 poles away, and I would be by myself most of the time, and I didn't know that was my comfort zone. Like deep inside, I never shared with nobody, but I'd had a lot of anxiety. I'd go and maybe talk to somebody, it would be so much like
so negative and so negative.
Go talk to someone or go handle something, I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Like I was scared.
And then even just the fear of just opening up to somebody, especially his family, like I quit crying, you know, but it's like this. That inside you're really asking for help, but it's like.
I grew up in the neighborhood where if you smile, you like you were saying, you're considered weak.
Yeah.
You know, like I had an uncle that'd always be laughing, and my dad would be like, "Don't be like that guy." You know, so my whole life that's what we did. And I remember a year before the whole pandemic started, my daughter really broke down to me because I was being mean, like I was being really bad, dog. Like I heard the whole thing about don't be your daughter's friend. You know, you're a parent.
Yeah.
And when she hit me with a big letter and told me all this stuff, man, how she was feeling. And it woke me up. It woke me up, snapped me out of it, man. Like really, I was like in my little routine. And I was like, I have this daughter that all my life I loved her, I cared for her. And all of a sudden, I'm being mean to her. Like, why?
Yeah.
You know? And it's because I'm mad about myself.
Yeah.
You know,
you weren't happy with yourself. So, and it reflects.
It reflects big time.
And you don't even notice it.
Like,
you just
you go during life and you take it out on all these people.
Yeah.
You know, and everyone's doing that. There's a lot of people that are doing
that. And it's really common. And sometimes life does beat you up. But it's like I feel like when you get out of that, then you feel like, damn, I was being selfish because I was unhappy. You know. Yeah. And so it's like they didn't do nothing. They didn't deserve the way I reacted. You know, or the way I was treating them because I was unhappy without doing no changes. Or sometimes you don't even know you're unhappy. You're comfortable because you know routine. So you know what you're gonna do tomorrow. Everything feels safe.
Yeah. I just kept going to work, doing my thing, and then when my daughter did that, I kind of woke up a little bit and understood. I started kind of seeing a little bit more. My wife at the time was bringing plants into our house, and I would laugh at her. I would laugh at her because she would go and like kill these plants. The lighting at our house was now that I know was really bad.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard. But I could see what she was doing, and I started doing it myself too. With succulents, I started playing with succulents, moving succulents around. The succulents they turn red in the summer just like me. They store water just like me when I was doing construction. They have so many similarities that I kind of like kind of liked it. Yeah, I started kind of liking it. The colors, I started seeing more colors. For me going from gray, you know, and seeing all these different colors, and then you actually seeing these plants turn in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
Like it's neat, man. So as Mexican man or Chicano, we're not taught to take care of something.
Yeah.
You know, my mom got sick and I wasn't able to like kind of function because I don't have that hospitality to be like that.
Yeah, to be caring and giving.
And I started learning a little bit more, but when you get surrounded with your plants, you started doing it. Like I said, I started learning, man, I started changing. I would go to work and I felt a little happier coming back home. I started bringing plants home.
Why do you think you feel like you started feeling a little bit happier?
Well, for one thing, plants air purify your house. Like that's the main purpose. It does air purify your house. House plants do, but succulents will air purify not just during the morning, but also in the afternoon. Being around plants like this, it's almost like the feeling of you getting plants personally, like flowers. Like the feeling of you getting flowers, feeling happy and all that. Because that's how you get when you're surrounded with plants. They became my support team. Every time I had a problem in life or I was feeling bummed or something, I could see like one plant kind of dying. I could see that the energy that I was creating, they were
reflecting onto your
plant.
plant.
Yeah, I talked to my plants. Sometimes we don't like to talk to people, but you can talk to your plants.
Yeah.
So I started
I use my
figuring
dog,
it out.
but
yeah, exactly. Hey, dog people are very special people.
Yeah, I use my dog like that. It's like
people are a trip, man. People that don't listen to music. There's so much people out there. Like,
there's all kinds of different types of people.
And it all takes for you to kind of tell, hey, do this. And then that person will kind of catch on. It might work for them. I would bring these ugly plants from job sites. I started seeing people throwing away plants, dog. I started taking them. A job site was, my coworkers, I became the planta man, I became the crazy five-nut tree guy, whatever. And, but I would take these plants and they were ugly and they look at me like, was they ugly? But like months later, dog, they were just beautiful.
Beautiful,
they were
grown, healthy.
Yeah, making my yard look like just this oasis.
Yeah.
Like I built my own little oasis at my own home. Like, and you can come and relax and chill out.
Yeah, you're a safe haven too, you know. Like.
And as more as I started doing this, my daughter was having trouble too at home, and she went where she wasn't graduating. She was a senior, so she was having problems at home because of the epidemic. They stopped everything, so she got depressed.
That's tough times. So.
and we were able to kind of like bond in a way to go to different nurseries or just be able to talk. At the age of 19, and then your dad, really at that age, you're not really getting along with him. You're trying to do your own thing and stuff.
Yeah.
So to find something like that for us was very special, and people started seeing it. My daughter started getting into TikTok, and she put us on. She put me on TikTok. She was filming me, but she wasn't telling anybody. So she thought that I could kind of teach people on TikTok or stuff.
Okay. She had the vision for you?
Yeah, she had a little vision for me, and her vision was that she was going to give me the account after 1,000. She ended up going up to 50, and just seeing people started loving the bond of us. I think that's one of the biggest things is being here at the Riverside Art Museum. I get to share it with my daughter. I get to share it with my wife, and sometimes they're along with me.
Yeah. So do they come in and help out with the maintenance and everything too?
Yeah. Well, they come and watch me. I wanted to make more of a difference, But with my job, I had hit a spot where I was just started, like I said, fed up and mad and pissed off. I didn't know what to do, dog. I didn't know what to do. I hit kind of like the bottom.
Yeah, the bottom.
And it was probably a little chance that I wasn't gonna leave. Like
leave.
I had
make the change.
No, not that. Like actually just like leaves the world, dog.
Oh wow.
My dad had already done it at one point. I had a brother-in-law that did it too. So that was always on my head, like just no reason to live,
Yeah.
And it's sad that I couldn't see the bigger picture.
Yeah,
I couldn't see the bigger picture, and the bigger picture I was able to see it through my little steps of plants.
Yeah.
After I started like getting into plants, learning about plants, it just like you said, the purpose of it, my passion just grew and blew up.
Yeah.
It made me smile, man, a lot more, like happy, like I could feel.
Oh, it gave me the chills. Like, man.
Energy.
Yeah.
And I saw that what it did for me, and I wanted to kind of do that for everyone else.
Yeah. When you live life with a purpose, it's just things are happier. Even through going through rough times, having your purpose is just really what pushes you through those hard times, and you get to reflect back and like, wow, look at where I was, and then, like you said, paying it forward. Then now you want to have others share your experience and have other people experience the same thing, especially if they're going through a bad time, and you're like, I felt that I was there before. I was in a similar situation.
I felt. No one tells you that plants can do so much. There's so many health benefits of what plants can do for you, from mental to medical to actual medicine.
Yeah.
Like so many things, but no one wants to share about it. And if you share about it, like you said, like if I'm a Mexican man, I'm considered like
soft.
Yeah. So I think differently now that where I come from and where I'm doing. You can't consider me soft. So then they're seeing it as like, oh man, like maybe he has like an idea, like maybe he has something that is true.
Yeah.
And so like my purpose is to share that with you, that plants can do this for yourself. I started again sharing with everybody and teaching them, and every time I would teach them, it would switch a switch in them. You could tell them that they were happy. You can say that you're like the happy plant guy and you're trying to bring plants and share plants, But when it comes to plants, the only times, a lot of times people get plants is when someone passes away. One thing, it's a good thing for people and kids. I try to do a thing for kids to let them learn about plants for the reason that when something does pass away, something dies, you get to kind of snap out and bounce off more because you already went through plants. You've seen a few plants die. You know, you've seen that procedure going.
Yeah.
But if you're not doing that, you're not seeing death like that, then when your parent dies or some uncle or something, then you flip out, man. You know, you get sad.
Yeah.
You might not be able to function.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of people though in the neighborhood or in life that just can't snap back from their mom passing away. Like I go back to my neighborhood during Christmas and we give out free plants. We give them out to kids. My whole purpose is to like get them involved in plants, to think out of the box. You know, like don't just do the same thing everyone's doing.
Yeah.
Like the fun part is to think about out the box.
And then really just learn who you are, you know, because it's like, and then who you are changes in stages of life. I wasn't the same person I was 10, 15 years ago. I'm by far different, but you know, and then I'm looking to be different every year, you know. I want to be better every year. I want to be better than I was last year.
The more you learn, the more you keep changing and you're growing.
So to me, it's just always really put yourself in new experiences, trying new things, makes it fun.
My daughter started a whole movement in Moreno Valley, and we're starting more murals and more art in our city. Our Moreno Valley is known for warehouses and being really great, and we got about 10 years there now. And seeing us being here at the Riverside Museum and being connected with so many people and learning the whole process, we were able to kind of share it with our town of Moreno Valley.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and we were able to kind of bring artists here. We're trying to figure out something to bring to collaborate with the Cheech.
Ooh, the Cheech.
Yeah, so that day we were standing out here, and just wishing that well, I still do it, but that the whole, how you say, the whole manifesting is real. I do believe in that. You know, making, I guess maybe it's not manifesting, but you're planning it.
Yeah.
You know, you're master planning the whole thing, the whole the strategical part of it.
You went from concrete work, full life, construction background. Daughter started doing TikToks of you, getting you that exposure. Now you're in Riverside Art Museum. What's next?
My focus right now is to do a show here at the Cheech. I want to be part of the Cheech Chicano Art Center. I think that would be one of the biggest steps for myself, man.
That's the future for Jesus Succs to be you.
Yeah. I've been able to be part of the Cheech through my music. I even help with some cooking. But as an artist, I haven't been able to bring my art yet. So hopefully next year, we're trying to propose a show. I'm gonna call it maybe the Roots of Moreno Valley or Las Raíces de mi Padre, which would be the roots of my father. But it would be a show from all local artists of Moreno Valley and maybe some Inland Empire, and they're gonna maybe give us the first floor here.
Ooh, the whole first floor?
Yeah.
Dang,
so that's one of the biggest goals that we're trying to shoot for.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, the whole first floor. Let's check it out.
Yeah.
See what the first floor's got to offer for Jesus.
Yep. And I want that wall.
This one?
That wall, or they made it like these things. So make it where, like this whole corner right here.
Oh, because you need the lighting,
right? For my art, I need the lighting. But for my other artists, they should be able to handle the rest, you know?
That's cool to see. That's what's awesome about even just planning for the future, manifesting it, already knowing where you're gonna put your stuff at. Like, you know, that's the big goal. It's like you already seen it.
I picture it, but then I want the plants to be striped. Yeah,
that's tight.
But I think that's like you said, the whole purpose of things, dog, is not just for yourself, but to bring everybody with you. Once you learn something, like teach someone. Like teach them that thing. And I always did it, even in concrete. I would teach the little laborers how to finish. Like and just to get them to better themselves. You know.
To me, it's always about giving back. Honestly, especially when you find your passion, when you find your purpose, and you get to pass that on. You get to give back. Turn people's heads when you put their smile on their faces and give them ideas. You know, it might not ever be with plants or succulents. Might we use something, but it stems something just to think outside the box,
Yeah,
you know.
think out the box.
It's just really
Think out the frame.
think out the frame. Succs to be you, Instagram. We'll drop it below. Thank you again, brother.
Man,
It was a
thank you,
pleasure.
dog.
I love the story. Thank you
for
for
sharing
walking.
it.
Yeah, man. It's just getting capturing your story, showing us the museums right here in downtown Riverside. Jesus Aleman, Succs to be you. Follow him on the TikTok, Instagram, socials.
Come check it out. The first Thursday of the month is free, and the first Sunday, both museums are free, the Riverside Art Museum and the Cheap. So you guys are welcome to come check it out.
On the next one, we'll see you again. Bye, Iko.